Well, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us on King of the West tonight. We've had a big month of racing thus far in the month of May, and it's just about to come to a close this Saturday and Sunday at the Bad to the Bone Merlestone Chevrolet Thunderbolt Raceway, the track I know I love, you love, George, and a lot of the fans do as well.
And you're coming up with a new name for these racetracks, Bad to the Bone.
That fits
you got
Tulare.
music to go with that for Saturday night?
That fits Tulare,
Yeah, it does. And we're looking forward to seeing all the great Central Valley fans. You know, the push trucks always come out. We have a great array of push trucks for the weekend. It's a Chris and Brian Faria Memorial. This has become a big tradition down there, and hopefully a new tradition on Memorial Day weekend. Hey, on tonight's show, Gary caught up with former World of Outlaw champion Jason Myers, and I know Gary had some great comments on what he's anticipating this week.
Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to having Jason in the field. We don't get to see him quite that often anymore. Of course, kind of in a semi-retirement stage, I guess you'd say. But yeah, he's looking forward to coming to Tulare, and he talks about in the interview that for the Thunderbolt is his favorite place to go in the world.
And last weekend, our first doubleheader of the year, and we back it up with another one this weekend, but it was RTS Speedway. And I know Brandon's put together a great showcase of video to highlight all the action, both in the 410 sprints and the lights.
Yeah, we want to thank Craig Jensen of jackslash.com as well as Greg Stevens, who we call the helicopter man.
Yeah, he's got a helicopter, remote control helicopter with cameras on it.
Yeah, so this week's highlight package has a little bit different of a flavor, and Brandon put together just a great reel of kind of some of the sights and sounds of Fernley last week.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about the lights. You know, you called that race. It was pretty exciting.
Yeah, Sean Tenor, of course, Hawaiian native, now living in Reno, picked up the win. And then one of our guys we're really looking forward to seeing the rest of the season goes on is Buddy Kofoid, young 11-year-old kid that just is absolutely a phenomenal talent, driving for Dan Simpson in the lights this year. Very excited about that. But we're going to get on to that later in the show with a great highlight package that Brandon put together as well.
Gary, what a way to start a new relationship with a new racetrack with an exciting 8-man event finish. And Friday night did not disappoint.
You couldn't get better than that. Rico Abreu making the last lap, last turn pass of Kyle Hurst. One of those opportunities where it seems like it's better to be running second because Kyle just seemed to catch just a big gaggle of lap cars at the wrong time, as you'll see on the video. But just a great move by Rico, and he let it all hang out.
Yeah, when Rico jumped upstairs, I'm going, this is going to be close at the line. And boy, were the fans on their feet. It was an exciting finish.
Yeah, it was an exciting finish for Rico. A little bit of a disappointment for Kyle Hurst, but another consistent run for him and Roth Motorsports.
They're keeping it right up there in the points, finishing third. Willie Croft, again, Mr. Consistency in that Tri-C machine number 3C.
And somebody else had a great weekend altogether with Craig Stidham. The first night, set a new track record to begin the evening and back that up with a fourth place finish in the main event. And I don't know if I've seen Craig look that good, George, in a while. I mean, he looked absolutely on fire.
I talked to some of the other teams, and they're saying that racetrack suited some of the drivers. And I think Craig Stidham loved that racetrack. I talked to him on Saturday, and he said that place was fast even at the end of the main event.
Yeah,
he really likes that Fernley layout and the banking and how that worked out. And
yeah,
I tell you, Friday night was exciting.
It was, and Jonathan Aller, defending King of the West champion, rounded out the top five after some bad luck early on, got in a little bit of a wreck, but rebounded nicely and made up a lot of points there in the main event.
Well, when Jonathan has a little problem, it has to go to the back. I mean, he makes the main event a show. He was passing cars and looking great. Now let's take a look at night one highlights from the RTS Speedway in Fernley, Nevada.
Will win Heat 1, Craig Stidham second, Jared Ridge third, and Peter Murphy your final transfer. Through 3 and 4, heat race number 2, nice job for Justin Cox. Kyle Hurst finishes second. Corey Eliason will cross the stripe in third, and Andy Forsberg your final transfer. the winner of heat race number 3, Willie Croft. Mark Tabor Jr. will come up second, Jason Statler third. Battle for the final transfer looks like it will go to Eli DeShays in fourth. Off of turn number 4, checkered flag for Rico Abreu. Richard Brace second, John Aller third, and Jeffrey Stroll, your final transfer. Lead duo race through 1 and 2. Chad Compton has caught Kevin Smith. Compton drove it super duper hard through 1 and 2. Once again to 3 and 4, and Compton upside down. Chad Compton upside down in 3 and 4. At a nice even pace over the chalk stripe. Green flag comes out, field races into 1. Once again it'll be Kyle Hurst, but check out Rico Abreu on the top. Abreu once again trying to go to the tip top of the speedway through 3 and 4. Trying to get a big run on Craig Stidham, but Stidham will shut him down. And red flag will come out. Looks like Mike Monahan will be the first car that Hurst encounters. Monahan slows Hurst. Here comes Stidham. Craig Stidham looking to the outside of Hurst down the front stretch. Rico Abreu right there in third as well. Abreu and Hurst. Abreu and Stidham split Mike Monahan. Abreu looking to the inside of Craig Stidham off 2. Side-by-side battle for second. Give it to Rico. Rico Abreu, 1 win so far this season. Going to try to chase down leader Kyle Hurst. Hurst trying to get by the 7 in. Puts him a lap down. Abreu trying to come after him. Through 3 and 4. White flag out one more time around. Abreu all over Hurst. Battle for the lead through 1 and 2. Abreu all over the back bumper of Hurst down the back straightaway. Let's see if Abreu tries the top. Abreu trying to find the moisture off 4, and Rico Abreu will win the main event.
Well, after that thrilling finish from the first night, we then went into night 2, George, and a guy that's kind of been battling through some adversity this year, some motor problems. Right. They got this figured out, I believe it was last week in Petaluma. We talked to crew chief Ashley Smith, Coroner Maury Williams, Jonathan Allen, picking up the first win.
They felt pretty good about getting everything put together, and Petaluma went well, and obviously night number 2 went real well for the Williams Motorsports team. Allen picking up his first KWS win of the year.
Yeah, great main event with him and just battling Corey Elias in there.
Yeah.
He kind of followed Corey through lap traffic, through a lot of the race.
Tough break for Corey.
Tough break for Corey, losing the, I think it was throttle linkage problem
right
there. He was running second, would have had his best career finish, but tough break for him. But I know Corey's excited to go into Tulsa's home track.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And then, hey, Rico Abreu, we talked about him last week. Here he is, patience, hanging around. Strong second place finish.
Yeah, the maturity level behind the wheel has been absolutely phenomenal this year, and I think Paul Silva's been a big help to that, and Rico's just been driving great, and I know we're going to lose him after this weekend, but he's going to have a great season.
Podium in 5 of the last 6 races. Now that's consistency.
For Rico. I mean, that's pretty impressive,
Why is it just because it's Rico?
He's a guy that's always on the edge.
Well, that's true.
Somebody else that's been doing a great job with consistency this season is Willie Croft, who brought home a 3rd place finish for the 2nd night in a row, and I know we had the chance earlier this year to interview Willie about driving for Clyde Lamar and Marion Lamar in the 3C, and something he wanted to focus on was finishing races. That's something that last season didn't quite happen as well as he would have wanted for different reasons, but the consistency that he's got there with crew chief Lee Lindgren has really shown early in the season.
And I sat down and talked to the team a little bit on Saturday afternoon up there at Fernley, and we all talked about the consistency and what Lee brings to the team, and I think that comfort level just gelled as soon as Willie Croft and Lee Lindgren got together. It was like, wow, we've been together for years. But my question is, Gary, is he going to be able to focus after Sunday?
Yeah, after getting married.
He got married on Sunday.
I want to congratulate he and Samantha Hurst, now Samantha Croft, on their wedding. It's been a long time coming, I'd say.
Yeah, he hurried up and rolled out of the raceway on Saturday because he said, I got a Sunday date to get married. So that was congratulations to Willie. And you know, I'll be honest with you, I don't think I've ever seen him happier.
Me neither.
Oh, he is one happy man. Another guy that's pretty happy is Bud Wahlberg. You know, we talked about Bud. He's had some bad luck.
Yep.
Had a 4th place finish Saturday night, and he is becoming Mr. Consistency. And I think with a little more time, a little more seat time, he's going to be a top 5 contender, Gary.
Yeah, that was very impressive. Of course, he's been working with crew chief Rod Favre, who we've known for a long time up in the Chico area this season. And Bud Wahlberg, 4th in the main event, but he qualified top 5, ran 3rd in the dash, and had a strong run in the main. I mean, that was very, very impressive for his career best night with the King of the West Series.
Yeah, there's another driver that I think the track really suited his driving style.
Yes.
He really felt comfortable. And that was, you know, Craig Stidham told me on Saturday, he said, this place is awesome fast. And he says, at the end of the main event, we were flying. So, yeah, it's a fast place. And Bud Wahlberg and, you know, Peter Murphy having to come back from adversity again.
Again, we talked to Peter on the fresh straightaway, and he said, we got to stop getting in these first lap tangles because it's making me work really hard. But he was able to rebound nicely and get up to his first top 5 of the year.
We got to give him kudos. He was not 100%. He was not feeling well that weekend up at Fernley, and he almost went home Friday night.
Yeah, that's what he said. He almost went home, yeah.
And stuck it out, got back on Friday, and kept himself in the top 10 in points. Good top 5 finish. And you know, there's another guy that we've talked about, that 09 car.
Yeah, we got to give a big tip of the hat to Jeffrey Stroll, 19th to 10th in the main event on Saturday. That was his first ever top 10 with us. So very, very impressive. And you know, the Stroll's just a great bunch of people.
It's his first ever Pit Stop USA Hard Charger Award.
And a Hard Charger one. He's going home with some money, I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely. And I talked to Cadings today, and he got some gift certificates, and he got the Pit Stop Hard Charger Award, and took home some money. So he'll be ready for Tulare. That's just a short drive for him down to Tulare.
And of course, don't forget the King of the West Sprint Car Series will return to the Reno Tahoe Fernley Speedway over 4th of July weekend, July 5th and 6th for the Cherry Bomb Classic. I know a lot of my friends are excited to head up there and check it out. Fireworks,
and on and off the racetrack.
That's right.
Fireworks in the sky.
We had some in the pit area too. I know you officials like that stuff.
Well, I did talk to Ryan Wiley, that's our director of racing competition, and he said he wanted to thank all the teams this past weekend to work through the adversity and a new track and all of the changes and the things that we had to go through and learn. He wants to thank all of the teams, all the KWS officials that hung in there, and he says he wanted to tell Dan Simpson, great event, thanks for having us at Reno Tahoe Fernley Speedway.
Cool, and that's enough talking from us. Let's get into that second night highlight package put together by Brandon Skaggs. Of course, we also have some extra footage from Craig Jensen of jackslash.com and the helicopter man Greg Stevens. So
Helicopter man, I like that.
Let's check it out.
Out of Sacramento, California, in the Tri-C Machine Holy Smokes Barbecue number 3C, this is Double Down, Willie Croft. Appears to have gone wrong. And checker flag will come by next time by for Robert Cooney. Bob Cooney, he wins heat race number 2. Jeffrey Macedo second. And then Buddy Kofoid battling Eric Gustin. For third, Gustin hangs on, Kofoid fourth. Down the back straightaway for the final time through 3 and 4 to accept the checkered flag. Jason Statler will win heat race number 1. Brent Kading second, John Aller third, Peter Murphy fourth, and Willie Croft rounds out your top 5. Walters, as he closes in on Tabor, Walters sideways, spins a complete 360 in turn 4, and Chris Martin turns over. Off of 3 and 4, it's going to be Corey Eliason winning heat race number 2. Greg Stidham second, Mark Tabor third, Bud Wahlberg fourth, and Doug Gandy. As he roars down the backstretch off of turn 4, nobody had anything for this guy in heat race number 3. Kyle Hurst will get the win. Rico Abreu will come off turn 4 to take second. Justin Cox third, Kevin Smith fourth, and Richard Brace. KWS Lights round number 2, 2013 season. Down the back straightaway, Danielle Simpson takes second. She gets around Gustin. Jeff Macedo also follows suit. Moves to silent, goes to third. Buddy Kofoid now looking, trying to get a run on Gustin down the backstretch. Kofoid is at just 11 years of age. Oh, and Danielle Simpson sideways. Collects Gustin, yellow flag. Front stretch field races to the 1 and 2. Sean Tenora gets the advantage once again. Sean Tenora stretching out the lead to a healthy advantage over Jeff Macedo. Michael Kofoid third. And then Robert Cooney and Bob Cooney round out your top 5. Off turn 2, nice and smooth Sean Tenora. Once again extending his lead to a healthy advantage over Buddy Kofoid. Jeff Macedo. And then Robert Cooney and Dan Simpson round out your top 5. White flag out one more time around for Sean Tenora. Looking to pick up his first win of the season. Down the back straightaway through turns 3 and 4. Picking up the win on KWS Lights race number 2, Sean Tenora. Coming to the chalk stripe in turn 4. Green flag out down the front straightaway. And the field rumbles into turn number 1. Kyle Hurst, Craig Stidham together, yellow flag out. Eliason and Wahlberg at the chalk stripe, green flag out. We are racing into turn number 1. Into turn number 1, Eliason on the bottom, Wahlberg on the top. Rico Abreu, Willie Croft battle side by side off turn 2. Abreu on the bottom, Croft on the top. Croft staying committed to the high side as Abreu and Statler right there as well. Eliason will encounter slower traffic. Pat Harvey just ahead. Allard trying to close in. J.A. looking for his first King of the West win of the year. Harvey just ahead. Here comes Allard. Allard trying the top side. Can't find the bite there. Gonna try and get a big run down the back straightaway. Eliason smart submitting for the front end of that car. Pat Harvey just ahead as Allard all over the battle for the lead over the 00X. Allard, pinched off by Harvey slightly. Eliason able to escape. Allard slips into mid. Here comes Wahlberg to the inside. Bud Wahlberg took a peek at Allard in 1 and 2. Allard able to fend him off. Andy still lies directly ahead of Eliason. Top 5 cars closing up now down the front straightaway. Eliason trying to find a way around Gandy. Abreu now to the inside of Wahlberg. Rico Abreu takes third. And the yellow lights will come out. As the two side by side, Eliason picks up the throttle. And we are back to green flag racing into 1 and 2. John Allard to the inside of Eliason. Allard takes the lead. Eliason was able to get the jump, but Jonathan Allard gets the momentum needed and puts the Maury and Katie Williams number 0 to the lead. Eliason now second, Abreu third, Croft fourth, and Wahlberg fifth. Oh, and Corey Eliason has a problem in the 00X. Corey Eliason slows to a stop on the backstretch. See where Allard chooses to pick up the pace. He does so right there. Down the front straightaway at turn number 1. Allard will lead the field. Abreu falls in there in second. And we have another yellow to come out. But the white flag is out one more time around. For the Chico, California driver, Pat Harvey lies directly ahead of him. Rico Abreu right there in second. Allers again looking for his first win of the season. Gets around Jeffrey Stroll, gets around Pat Harvey. Checkered flag for Jonathan Allers.
Well, in addition to the KWS 410s on Saturday night, we also had the KWS Lights, which you just saw in that highlight package, George.
20 lap main event,
Yep.
won by Hawaiian native Sean Tenora.
Of course, it was a nice end of the night for them. We saw also his brother Brandon unfortunately got upside down in the heat race.
That was a big crash.
That was that big crash
car.
Yes,
that was
exactly.
it.
So congratulations to Sean Tenora, the whole Tenora gang, great people.
Opening round runner-up, Jeff and the Silent Ghost.
The Silent
I'd love to
Ghost.
hear you announce because you slide that right in there. It's Jeff, the Silent Ghost from the Sado.
He was third.
Yep.
Nice run for him. And then Buddy Kofoid, we talked about him earlier, second place in just his second ever sprint car start. I mean, 11 years of age. It's amazing the talent that this kid possesses. He's won Outlaw Kart Championships almost every year he's been alive, it seems like.
Hey, were we forgetting our own boss and promoter at RTS Speedway?
Yeah, right. He had a good run there too, Dan Simpson.
Ended up fourth in opening night race winner Robert Cooney rounded out the top five.
I know you're familiar with the Cooney family. I believe they used to be from San Jose.
Well, you know what? I talked to Brent this week, and he's not sure it's the same Cooney family.
Oh,
We're going to
really?
have to make some phone calls here, I think, and make sure it's the same Cooney family.
And don't forget, the next KWS Lights event will be during Octane Fest at the Rattlesnake Raceway, Saturday, June 8th.
And we invite everybody to come out, have fun. And the KWS Lights class, it's an up-and-coming class. I mean, we had, what, 13?
We had 13 cars.
13 cars for a brand-new class. That's something, because usually in a new class you get 4.
Right, yep.
No, we had a good, strong, competitive field, and we think it will grow and be bigger. I think we got some cars coming from Lovelock for Octane Fest. I expect a 18, 20 car field for the lights up there.
Yeah, it should be good. And,
Saturday only.
Saturday only at Octane Fest. Don't forget about that.
Gary talked to BF at Katings today. The Kating Performance Contingency Plan, which they, I guess, monitor, and they make it all happen. Let's put it that way. They call the vendors, they get their certificates.
Yep.
And you know what's neat about that? You can turn them back into Katings. They'll take care of you on an account. There is no better contingency plan in the country. If there is, I invite somebody to call me because these guys do an awesome job. $50 gift certificate. And let's say you don't need a XYZ washer, but you need something else, turn it into Kating. They'll make it work.
Yep.
They really will.
They did a great job. I mean, Brian Madsley, Bill Full, and Brent Kating, the whole Kating Performance gang have done an awesome job the last couple of years with us. And I mean, you look at some of the companies involved here. I mean, it really is absolutely impressive. Companies like KSE Racing Products, Red Devil, Weld Racing, Brown & Miller Racing Solutions, Kating Performance, Maxim Chassis, FK Rod Ends, Willwood Brakes, Astro Titanium, QTM Brakes, Quick Change, Factory Cane Shocks, MPD Racing Products, Schoenfeld Headers, Outerwears, Racing Optics, SCI Racing Products, Conroy New Control, CRV Carbon Solutions, Saldana Racing Products, Dirt Solution, Joe's Racing, Winners Performance, and GoPro Cameras.
That's the Kating program.
That's the Kating program.
You went out and talked to Autometer for the last 2 or 3 years. They've been on board.
Right, we've got Autometer.
And I know I think Steve Rosenthal was talked to K&N. We've got them on board this year.
Yep.
So this contingency program is big, and we can't thank Katings enough. We can't thank these sponsors enough.
Yeah.
I mean, you 27 races, and these gift certificates add up. They're dishing out a lot of money to keep these guys on the road, and we can't thank them enough.
Yeah, and if you're a racer and you need a decal pack or sponsor pack, just email me, Gary7N at sbcglobal.net, or see us at the KWS officials trailer each and every night. We have decal packs, and it's really important to display those decals because it does pay to display them.
Or you can go to www.katings.com, and they'll tell you all about the contingency program and what you can do. And if you've got certificates, they'll tell you how to turn them in, when to turn them in. Ask for BF; he'll take care of you.
Definitely, they're some of the best people in the business for sure.
Up next, again, we promised everybody we had a great little phone interview with Jason Myers. Let's take a listen.
Well, you know, Jason, it's been a little more than a month since we've seen you in a car out here, so I'm sure you've got to be excited to climb back behind the wheel at your home track this weekend.
You know, I am. When Tom called me here just a little over a week and a half ago and brought up that the possibility of running out here this weekend, and not only is the opportunity to run, but Tulare is my favorite place in the world to go. So really looking forward to not getting just one, but 2 nights in a row, and hopefully having a good run with Tarleton and their team.
And you talk about loving Tulare. This weekend's doubleheader is also the Chris and Brian Faria Memorial, and I know you guys always gear up for special races like that, but especially one that's big in the Central Valley. You won this race back in '02, so I know you'd like to win it again.
Yeah, it's it's a very special race, and obviously the Faria family's put so much into the place over the years, and just not only to win a race here at home and at one of my favorite racetracks, but at a race that means a lot to the Faria family and the entire racing family as well. So.
Now, last season you drove for Tarleton Racing a handful of times and just had a lot of success. You won a prelim at the Knoxville Nationals and finished 5th, the finale. You also won the Trophy Cup in Tulare, but racing so sporadically last year, did you expect to have that kind of success at major events like the Nationals and Trophy Cup?
Well, I think it's one of those things that, so certainly we go there to win and you expect it. Yeah, you do expect it, but you're also pleasantly surprised when your expectations turn out. It was, working with Paul and their entire team was a lot of fun, and if it wasn't for guys like Tom Tarleton and the Tarleton family and, the Ross and people like that, that's what keeps sprint car racing going. I mean, the Dave Helms of the world, that have just been in the sport forever and keep it going. So it's a great opportunity, a lot of fun, and we enjoyed the success and hope to continue it.
Well, hey, we're all really excited to have you back in action, Jason, and I'm sure there are some people you'd like to thank for making it happen this weekend.
I'd just like to thank everybody that makes it possible. Thank the fans for all the support over the years and their continued support. My family for supporting me and the entire Tarleton team with Corporate America Lending and Tarleton and Son Banding Associates, all of our great people that work with us, All-Star Performance, and my team here at Elite that gives me the opportunity to still get out on the weekends and get racing, and looking forward to getting out there again this weekend.
Well, hey, we'd like to wish you the best of luck, and we'll see you Saturday and Sunday.
All right, thank you.
Well, welcome back, everyone. You just heard from former 2-time World of Outlaws champion Jason Myers about his excitement level for the weekend driving for Tarleton and Son Incorporated.
Yeah, I guess Tommy always plans the Memorial Day weekend over to his house in Pismo.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Does a little off-road racing in his hopped-up dune buggies. So yeah, we're looking forward to having Jason back. It's always exciting. He started out with Golden State King of the West and became a World of Outlaw champion. Great to have him back in action.
Well, and this weekend, of course, the Merlestone Chevrolet Thunderbolt Raceway recently named the Merlestone Chevrolet new sponsor. I want to thank them for coming on board. How can you not love going there? I mean, these guys get up on the wall, and there's not a more exciting track probably in the western United States.
Gary talked to Bud Kading. He said he was there for the CRA race last week, the non-wing race, and he says that it was smooth. Racetrack was in great shape. I think we're back to running up against the wall, and I think Steve Faria has found the magic of the new play.
I've heard Steve Faria smooth that turn 1 out, so it's no more turn 1 hole.
Wow.
He says, so we'll see.
Well, he's been working on it.
Yes, he has.
If any man can do it, it's going to be Steve
I remember
Faria.
after that World of Outlaw show how mad he was about the track. He was saying, I'm going to get this thing fixed.
Yeah, he takes that personal. That is his little baby. Yes, absolutely. And if anything is right, he takes credit for it. And if it's wrong, he takes credit for it. But I'm looking for, you and I love Tulare. We've been going there for years. We go there, the Trophy Cup is there now, and it's been a great success, and look forward to that again this year. And now let's talk a little bit about what we can expect this weekend.
Yeah, something about this weekend that's very special we talked about already is it pays tribute to Chris and Brian Faria, who both lost their lives tragically at young ages, and it's a very special race for the Faria family.
And Mike and Danny will be racing in the race this weekend. They always do. Have to do a great little tribute lap to their family, and it's great that we can show tribute to these young guys that we lost way too young in pretty freak accidents. It was a tough deal, and this week, Saturday night, special night, we are going to, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to work our little tails off to get done early because we've got a special party Saturday night at Tulare. This is something, I've already talked to people who said, hey, we're bringing our lawn chairs. We're just going to camp out, have a beer, and listen to some great music and great Mexican food.
Yeah, we're going to have Nashville recording artist John Weber on hand in the grandstands, immediately following the front straightaway interviews. So once we close up shop in the booth, we'll go down, and they're keeping the beer booth open. Amigo's Mexican restaurant's going to be there selling tacos, burritos. They're all these soft drinks there as well. So come by, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's one of those times where you get that camaraderie back.
Well, let's talk about great food. Let's talk about our great top 10.
Yeah, great top 10. Rico Abreu's kind of dominating the point chase right now, up by 35 markers. We talked about the consistency that he's put together. 5 podium finishes in 6 races. I mean, that's pretty darn stout.
6 rounds down, we got a long way to go.
Yep.
Behind Rico with, like I said, 35 points back. Kyle Hurst in that Roth Motorsport. This is the homecoming for the for the car, and Roth team will be they'll be on kill for this one.
Yes, they will. And Jonathan Allard is third in points, but he's only 6 behind Kyle Hurst. So that championship race towards the front is starting to close up.
Right. It will. You know, that cream is rising to the top. Willie Croft, as we said, Mr. Consistency. Had some issues with some drive lines, and if they hadn't had that, I think he'd be with 2 or 3 points within the lead as well.
Well, he's only 9 behind Allard for second, or for third. So you got second, third, and fourth right there.
And what about Craig Stidham? He won the Trophy Cup. He's good at that racetrack as well.
That's his home track as well, so you got to think he's going to be on kill.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the big guy, Jason Statler, who had a couple of consistent 6th place finishes this last weekend. He's running 6th in the points.
6th in the points. Brent Kading 7th in the points. Hasn't had quite the start to the year that he's wanted, but
had some bad luck.
He's coming to Tulare every once in a while and kind of surprises you, catches you off guard a little bit.
Yeah, he can get his elbows up with the best of them.
He can.
And we talked about Corey Eliason last week. Throttle linkage took him out of the main event. We're running second. I'll guarantee you it won't happen at his home track at Tulare.
And you look down there, 9th in points, Richard Brace Jr. having a solid, consistent start to the year. This is his first full-time season competing with the King of the West Series, so nice start for Richard.
And 10th, is he going to change his number? He said if the luck didn't change, he was going to put the 11 back in the car. Peter Murphy, if he didn't have any bad luck, it was just all bad. Or however you say that, he's had bad
He's
luck.
won races at Tulare in the past, so he can do it again this weekend.
Hey, look at some of the former Chris and Brian Faria Memorial champions. 2002, and he's back with us again this year, Jason Myers.
2003, Jonathan Allard drove the Rick Wright, number 35, going in there.
Yeah. Brett Cadian in 2004.
And Jason Statler in 05. That was his only Thunderbolt Raceway win. So we're hoping to Jason have another strong run.
And the late Stephen Allard picked it up in 2006.
Right, driving for Duke McMillan. And then Brent Kading in 2007.
2008, 2009. What do you say about this guy, man? He was on pedal down, elbows out. And guess who his crew chief was?
Lee Lindgren.
Yeah, we got to watch out for the Tri-C car.
I'd say if anybody saw Tyler Walker run Tulare in that car, they know how exciting that guy is.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about a Mr. Excitement. Yeah. 2010, Kyle Larson. What's he doing now?
He's a NASCAR guy, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I haven't heard much about him.
That was his first ever Tulare win there at the 2010 Chris and Brian Faria Memorial.
Yeah, and 4-time World of Outlaw champion, 4-time World of Outlaw winner this year.
Right,
Tim Cadian won in 2011.
And then last year, Rico Weber picked up his first career sprint car win at this event.
So we've got a couple of drivers that might be able to pick up their second win.
They might be able to. It's going to be strong. The top 10 we went through the points, but any fans want to come down for more information, you can contact the Thunderbolt box office at 559-688-0909. It's something that Tulare offers is reserved seating, so call up down there, talk to Lisa, and she'll set you up if you want a reserved seat.
Talk to her today. Tickets are going fast. Get your tickets. This is going to be, I think it's going to be an exciting weekend. I think people will love to spend the time at that fairgrounds. It's nice now, especially with the concert on Saturday night. But we got to remind you, don't forget, the race on June 1st at Merced has been canceled, and it has not been rescheduled. So we're going to get a week off. We got an off weekend until we get to Octane Fest.
Right, June 7th and 8th will be our next event, Rattlesnake Raceway Octane Fest weekend. I know we're excited about it. High Bank Bull Ring, and
wow,
isn't it coming up?
It is. It's going to be great. We'll tell you more about it next week. And Gary, until then, hey, drive safely on the way to Tulare.
We'll see you at the Thunderbolt.
Ready?
Our flag isn't quite right. So I think I screwed with your microphone. So now it's all.
Now it's not going to stay.
That's as high as you